For many in the metro, another rent payment is just days away, and with many out of work, it is making it even harder to come up with that money. Last week on Monday, that issue prompted many protesters to line Interstate 70, demanding help from Missouri Governor Mike Parson. But later that same day, Governor Parson explaining that there will not be a statewide pause on rent or mortgage payments and that people need to use the systems already in place for help. And now, 41 Action News reporter Nick Starling shows us how some are trying just to get by and how landlords are handling this.
This next rent payment brings a level of anxiety for people who are no longer working, wondering how they'll pay. Meanwhile, landlords are also in a tight spot. Brandy Granado sits on her porch, wondering how she'll pay May's rent.
I was able to pay my April and March rent with the stimulus, but I have no clue where May's coming from.
She lost her job as a temp worker at UPS and unfortunately knows what it's like to not have a place to stay.
I had a horrible slumlord last year, and I ended up homeless over the summer. And while we were homeless, everything in our storage unit got lost through a fire.
Brandy is trying to work her payments out with her landlord. On the flip side, landlords are trying to make ends meet.
The costs for us don't stop regardless of what the situation is on the ground. We will always have ongoing maintenance and taxes and insurance and other debts for the property to maintain it anyway.
Landlord Stacey Johnson Cosby says usually home providers can work something out with tenants if they can't pay.
We're asking that they just reach out to their landlord, that the tenants reach the landlords and let them know, hey, I'm not going to be able to make my full rent payment. It may not be on time.
Cosby Johnson says housing is a two-way street and both sides need to come together during this pandemic.
Because we're all in this boat together. We need the tenants as much as they need us.
Reporting in Kansas City, Nick Starling, 41 Action News.
From getting